excited that the head start of the season. I feel like I'm about 75% of where I want to be. But I feel super good. So I'm going to keep praying that everything goes exactly how it's been going. But it definitely takes work. Like a lot of sacrifice to be on the court as much as I am with everything I have going on. So on days like this, it just definitely feels worth it.
Haven't seen each other in a while, so it was back to familiar. But some of the things, same things that we worked on before. Just it's always good to have some eyes on you and refresh the memory.
I never had to think about if I loved the game. I was always playing. So it's part of my DNA. But clearly, like, to be out here grinding at this point, has to be a little love, right? But I'm very proud that I stayed myself. I didn't try to play another game. I didn't try to play it safe. I went for it, and that's who I am. I go for it, and when you go for it, good things happen, so.
Good, sir. Finally, I see Diego. Moschini also. What happened? Good?
Because you're not cooking. This time I think we trained as hard as we could, pretty much every day till failure in crazy heat. And I always sometimes felt like it wasn't enough, but it was so much fun. It was so much fun. It was a cram session.
Yeah.
It was a mess.
It felt like a cram, but it was a good one. It was a good one. Basically, for US Open was just kind of progressing on what we'd been working on up till then. I felt like the couple weeks before, she was really starting to ramp up her speed work and, full throttle and getting herself, mentally and physically ready to battle the best she could. So it was a great couple weeks.
I saw myself improving so much with every match I was playing. The level of my game has gone up so much since DC. I tried as hard as I could to throw off any rust.
Aside from being a great mentor tennis-wise, just an amazing friend, and gave me a lot of great feedback.
Every day she surprises me. Her mentality and her strength is incredible to be around.
There's no doubt there's going to be a lot of people who, have been supporting me. And, there's a lot of people who also said, wow, why are you playing? But I think there's so many more who are like, wow, this is so cool. And either way, both are a lot of motivation for me. My goal is to do what I want to do. So I wanted to be here this summer. I'm so grateful for all the folks who gave me a wild card. And it's more or less about the touch and the feel. Like once you hit a lot of balls and play more matches, things just get more automatic. It's almost like the feel of it. And so those are the things I've been fighting for, like those little tiny things. It shouldn't be about feelings and emotions, but life and sport is so emotional. And that's why people love sport, right? I think first US Open was when things really started to click for me in my game. I started to really, understand a few things more. I still had a ways to go. Last US Open, I think, was just pretty frantic. I was trying to find myself, find my game. I haven't played a Grand Slam in 2 years. I feel a little more on my feet now, though. I feel like when I get back on the court, God willing, I'll be just fine. It's about a few points here or there, and that's what you know as a tennis player. Here or there, if you make this shot or that shot, it can change the game. And I was kind of just, on those important points, just going a little too hard. It was like I needed to play with it, and I wasn't there yet. But I guess it's better to go hard than to back away. But either way, you don't get the result. Mixed doubles with Riley, I did the best I could, honestly. At least I went, I hit some aces. I out-hit, what's his name? The guy was playing, Rublev. Yeah, I think he was flabbergasted. But unfortunately, I also out-hit myself. It was what it was. Riley played amazing, I thought. If I could have matched his game, we would have kind of come through.
When you have as much longevity as her, she's never burnt out. It's like insane. So I think she's one of the greatest athletes ever, one of the greatest minds ever.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't going to play, and apparently Layla's partner pulled out at the last minute, and I walked off the court after my singles match thinking, okay, I can finally relax. Honestly, I was like, I played the best I could. I was proud of my effort, and I never really feel that way. But I was kind of like already out, you know, and the next thing I know is like, can you play? And I kind of was thinking no, because whenever I would play with players in the past, they would get so tight, they just weren't able to perform. So I was like, I just kind of don't need that in my life. But on the way home, I was like, okay, maybe I'll give it a try. And I'm so glad, like, that's why you got to keep going. And you never know when that one time things will gel for you. And there we are. So she gave me that opportunity to be back in the Open, in the arena that I love. And I think it was just a time of a life for everyone on the team. Layla was she's just tenacious. Like, it was so much fun to see her energy and also her intensity level. A lot of players have these ups and downs, but she was like straight through, intense the whole time. And I'm definitely like that too. And she was able to raise her game at the right moments.
Seeing Venus playing on court for joy just kind of brought me back as to why I started playing tennis for the love of the game and for bringing joy on court, not only for myself, but also for the fans.
Like, there's not a lot of time to get back, recover, and before you start again, before you're in the practice court again, before you're in the match court again. Recovery between singles and doubles matches was definitely karaoke. That's how we recovered. Literally, we would go straight from the tennis to the karaoke spot, eat, and sing songs during, as we had this like private room in the back. Everybody came. Layla came, her family came, we were there eating, but literally the recovery was a little bit different than normal, but I think it just raised our spirits and raised our game.
Venus and Layla are now in the women's doubles quarterfinals. It's history in the making, folks.
When people talk about, oh, legends of the sports, normally it sounds like something that it's, you know, in the past. And she's like actually fighting for a quarterfinal Grand Slam championship, and that's just remarkable. Yeah, so it means a lot to the sport, obviously. I think we are witnessing tennis history.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, anytime Venus plays, stadium's packed, atmosphere is electric, so felt incredible. I guess when you step away, you forget about that feeling, and there's nothing like it. That's how I describe it. There's an energy, there's a buzz, there's like an aura around her that just permeates through the team, and I haven't had that much fun in a long time.
There is a lot of work behind this, as Venus doesn't have to prove anything at this point to anyone, and yet she's just doing this out of pure love to the sport.
What's next? Well, we're going to Auckland, so we're going down under. Haven't been there in a couple years, so it's a beautiful place, New Zealand. And we have a head start practicing. It's not long after the Open, so we're on our feet. Bop, 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 bop. For me, it was important to get started early because I hated the feeling of cramming. And I know what it's like when you can just know that you're ready. So I've been training since September. Into September, I had I think 3 weeks off after the Open and got back on the court. You know, even if I missed a day or two here, it was just always there. And it's paying off, so. That's the US Open wrap.
See you at Auckland.
We're getting ready for next year.